As on a personal observation of your own, how if you're standing listening to first grade now, just outside the field, wherever the arena, do you find it attractive? Do you find it boring, or do you find it invigorating? Now, what's emotion do you have when you're listening to fight bands in first grade now?
Well, I've went about for a good few years now, and I watch and listen, and then I watch when the crowd's talking, and that tells you an awful lot. So you have a great opening tune, and then you maybe a couple of jigs, everything's great, and then you hit the slow air, and then about 3 or 4 bars of the slow air, then people start talking, right? And then where the worst bit is for me is after a beautiful melodic slow air with appropriate seconds, very beneficial, and then they break into a suspect. And the suspect is a low note, downtrodden suspect, and everybody switches off. They're talking.
Yeah.
They're talking all the time. You've heard this many a time yourself.
Oh, I huh?
And then they start into a reel. And then about the second part of the reel, there's not a mute, because they love it again. And then they finish off with a hornpipe, and it makes all the sounds before that easily forgiven.
So if you get a good finisher, then folks start clapping at the end and all that sort of stuff. But middle part of the performance takes quite a dip in your view from a listener's perspective.
Yeah.
Aye.
But there's many happy suspects and like all these tunes and reels and everything else and marches. Well, a march can be a medley thing or an MSR, and a reel can be an MSR thing or a medley thing. Yeah. But a suspect is always a suspect.
And you like it played up, don't you?
Well, it has to be happy. I think too many pipers now in general, that the critique used to separate bands now, like strong weak, medium weak. Now, strong weak, medium weak does not work, Alan. It does not work. It's the old textbook. Always think of threes. If you do 2 bars of suspect, you only think of 7 notes. Tom McAllister would have went down maybe a rhythm with his heel, where he would, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, he would have went. See? Aye. And that left, and it made it a happy suspect, and no over punctuation. Pipers now are afraid of the critique that they'll get if they play a happy, uplifting suspect.
It's got to be a flowing tune as well.
Yes.
And how would a Highland dancer respond
that's a good point. Excellent point. When the dancer jumps up, you can't say, "Oh, stay there now till I'm ready with a deep throat." Right?